Life often leaves us with one question. What is my true worth? Is it measured by money, status, or the opinions of others? Or is it something deeper, something only we can define? This is the story of a young monk who once struggled with this question, and through his journey, he discovered a truth that can transform the way you see your own life. One quiet evening in the monastery, after the chanting had ended and the lanterns flickered dimly, a young monk approached his Zen master. His eyes carried both innocence and restlessness.
Master,
He asked softly.
what is the greatest value of my life? How do I know what I am truly worth?
The Zen master paused, stroking his beard. He did not answer directly, but instead gave an unusual instruction.
Go to the back garden. There you will find a large stone. Please pick it up. Please take it to the marketplace tomorrow morning and try to sell it. If someone asks for the price, do not say a word. Raise 2 fingers. If they bargain with you, do not sell it. Bring the stone back, and I will tell you the answer you seek.
The young monk bowed respectfully, though confusion swirled in his mind. How could a simple stone reveal the value of his life? Still, he trusted his master and did as instructed. The next morning, with the first light of dawn, the monk carried the heavy stone into the bustling market. Farmers shouted about fresh vegetables, bakers displayed warm bread, children ran between stalls with laughter. Clutching the stone in both hands, the monk placed it on the ground near a stall. A curious housewife walked by. She looked at the stone, then at the young monk.
How much is this stone?
She asked. Remembering his master's words, the monk raised 2 fingers. The woman tilted her head.
$2?
The monk shook his head.
$20?
She guessed again. She smiled.
I'll buy it for 20. It would be perfect to press down my pickled vegetables.
The monk's eyes widened. $20? For this useless rock? There were thousands of such stones in the mountains behind the monastery. Yet here was someone willing to pay for it. Excited but obedient, he did not sell it. He carried the stone back and reported to his master.
Master, someone offered $20 for the stone. Can you now tell me the value of my life?
The master chuckled.
Not yet. Tomorrow, take the stone to the museum. Again, raise 2 fingers if asked. Do not sell it, no matter what.
The monk polished the stone the following day and carried it into the city museum. Visitors admired artifacts and ancient relics. When they noticed the monk with the stone, whispers spread.
What a curious piece,
Someone said.
Look at its texture.
Another remarked. A collector stepped forward.
How much for this stone?
The monk raised 2 fingers.
$2,000?
The collector gasped.
I'll buy it. This stone would be perfect for carving a sacred statue.
The monk's heart raced. 2,000. He could not believe his ears. Still, he remembered his master's words and carried the stone back.
Master, today someone offered $2,000 for the stone. Surely this must be my life's value.
The Zen master smiled knowingly.
Not yet. Tomorrow, take the stone to the antique shop, then return to me.
On the 3rd day, the monk walked into an elegant antique shop filled with rare treasures, porcelain vases, golden ornaments, and paintings from centuries past. When the shopkeeper and customers saw the stone, their eyes lit up.
This is extraordinary.
Someone whispered.
I've never seen anything like it.
How much?
A wealthy man asked. The monk raised 2 fingers.
$20,000.
The man offered. The monk nearly dropped the stone. Before he could react, another voice shouted,
$200,000!
The room erupted in excitement. Yet again, the monk obeyed his master and returned with the stone. "Master," he exclaimed, trembling.
Someone offered $200,000. Please tell me now, what is the greatest value of my life?
The Zen master looked at the stone, then at the monk, and finally spoke.
My child, your life is like this stone. In the vegetable market, it was worth $20. In the museum, $2,000. In the antique shop, $200,000. Do you see? The stone itself never changed. Only its surroundings, the people who looked at it, and the place it was shown changed its value. And so it is with your life. Your worth is not fixed. It depends on where you place yourself, your chosen environment, and the people you surround yourself with.
The young monk sat in silence, the weight of the lesson sinking into his heart. That night, the monk reflected deeply. How often had he doubted himself? How often had he thought he was worth nothing more than a simple stone? He realized that many people live their lives in the wrong marketplace. They allow themselves to be measured by those who cannot see their true worth. They remain hidden in corners where their talents are not valued, their dreams not nurtured, and their voices not heard. The monk whispered to himself, "Perhaps I must choose carefully where I stand." The Zen master's teaching is timeless. Many of us spend our lives comparing ourselves to others, stuck in places where we feel small. We forget that our worth, like the stone, can change depending on context. Imagine a diamond lying in the dirt. It looks worthless. Place it in a jeweler's window, and it becomes priceless. The diamond itself is the same. What changes is how it is seen, and by whom. The same is true for you. You may feel like you're worth little at a job that does not value your skills. In a toxic relationship, your light may feel dim. Surrounded by people who don't believe in you, your dreams may seem foolish. But place yourself in the right environment, with people who recognize your strengths and encourage your growth, and suddenly your value multiplies. So ask yourself, are you standing in the vegetable market, where your potential is overlooked? Or are you in the antique shop, where your uniqueness is cherished? Do you measure your value through the shallow eyes of others, or through the truth in your own heart? Your true worth lies not in what others assign you, but in what you believe, where you choose to be, and your actions. Over time, the young monk carried this lesson with him. He grew wiser, no longer chasing validation from anyone and everyone. He understood that self-belief was the foundation of self-worth. When others mocked him, he smiled gently, knowing their eyes could not see his value. When others praised him, he accepted with humility, knowing praise is only one reflection. His life became a masterpiece, not because the world gave him value, but because he chose where to stand, how to live, and what meaning to give his existence. And so, dear listener, remember this: you are the stone. You are the diamond. You are the one who decides where you belong. Don't let the wrong place, people, or circumstances convince you that you are worthless. Choose wisely. Believe in yourself. Place yourself where your light can shine. When you do, your life, like the stone in the antique shop, will be seen for the treasure it truly is.